Hey, I'm Ted. Welcome to part one of the intro for the 7-day meditation. So I am an endurance athlete. I am a yoga teacher. I teach meditation, among other things. And I've been doing that for, 20 years. I've been practicing meditation and yoga for about 20 years. I've been an endurance athlete, which is sort of a strange combination, though more endurance athletes are starting to come around to the benefits of yoga and meditation. But just to give you a little bit of a history, I, as an athlete, was an athlete my entire life. Meditation was not my thing. I didn't grow up, in a hippie commune, but I did grow up as a competitive athlete. And I slowly but surely started to realize once I began practicing the yoga that there were so many great benefits for me. And a lot of those benefits came because I was breathing, because I was relaxing, because I was staying focused, and because I was staying present. And the meditation practice actually is a part of the yoga practice, but sort of like sitting still, real traditional meditation, is part of the yoga practice. And I developed that skill a little bit more. Now, I'm not a guru by any means. I wouldn't say that. But I am someone who's been practicing meditation for a long period of time. And I know sometimes it gets a little bit lost in translation when, people say, well, it's transcendental meditation, and you see Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and with flowers and beads and from India or all kinds of stuff. And my goal for you is to just sort of get unlost in that translation, is just to say, look, it doesn't necessarily take some sort of weird deal to meditate. So today what we're going to do is we're going to just focus on the breathing. For instance, have you ever almost gotten into an accident while you're driving, and the first thing you do is take a deep breath, right? Oh gosh, thanks so much that I didn't get into that accident. But the tool is the breath. You take that deep breath, it immediately relaxes your nervous system. And that's the first piece of meditation, is to understand how to breathe. Understand, and there's a ton of different kinds of breathing, but we're just going to focus on the breath, whatever it is for you, a deep breath. So, have you ever been stressed out? Have you ever had too many things to do? Nowadays, everyone has too many things to do. Isn't that fun? And there's information coming, and it can be too much. And I understand. I'm part of everyone. So I get those same things. And when I come back to my breathing, when I come back to my meditation practice, it begins to slow me down a little bit. It begins to calm me down a little bit. And that's what I want to share with you. These simple techniques that aren't, maybe they originated from India, maybe not, who knows? I mean, back in the day, Henry David Thoreau and the Transcendentalists and Emerson, all these guys were spending time in nature, and they were here in this country, and they were doing their thing, and it was kind of a meditation. And just read Walden. They're hanging out in nature and just being and listening to the loon on the pond. So that's what we want to do ultimately, is we want to get to the point where we can just simply be, and we're not busy in our minds, and all of a sudden we're 90 years old and go, wait a second, where did our life go? What happened? That's not what I want for you. What I want for you is I want a sense of peace, a sense of joy, a sense of elation. And for me, meditation does that. When I reconnect to my soul, when I reconnect to my kind of innermost being, I feel nurtured. I feel nurtured. And so today, all we're going to do is sit nice and tall. So go ahead, do this with me right now. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to relax your shoulders. You're going to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then slowly exhale. How'd that go? It's just one breath, an immediate change. And that's all really we need to do. So let's do it again. But we're going to go 3 times now. 3 deep breaths. So deep, deep inhale as deeply as you can. And exhale. And again, big, big inhale as deep as you can. Filling up the lungs, expanding, expanding, expanding. And then slow exhale. One more. Inhale again, nice and deep. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And exhale. Good. So just 3 breaths, and immediately the energy settles down a little bit. You feel a little bit more relaxed. So regardless of where you are, regardless of what's happening in your world, please just take this time, take any time, a moment, a breath, and use that breath as your tool. And when you think about a toolbox, you think about a hammer, you think about a screwdriver, you think about a nail and a ruler or tape measure, right? But you don't necessarily think about your breath. I want you to start to think about your breath, your breathing, as a tool for you to help you deal with life's unexpected. So for the next 2 days, what I want you to do is just focus on your breathing, okay? So whether you have the discussion with your boss or a discussion with your spouse or your kids or your brother or your family or your parents or whatever it is, I just want you to come back to the breath. And I want you to notice how the breathing can start to help you deal with life's unexpected. And leave me a comment down below in the comment box, because I want to hear what you're dealing with over the next couple days. And I'll be in there commenting, and we'll talk each other through the process of starting to learn about our breath and starting to live a better life through meditation. I'll see you in a couple days.